According to Harvard Health and a study from an American Cancer Society, it was found that women who walked 7 or more hours a week had a 14% lower risk of breast cancer. Today, I will explain the importance of taking walks for your health. Many people in their teens and 20s struggle with both mental and physical health concerns and struggle to find the best solution or even avoid looking for one. Today, I will discuss how many people struggle with both physical and mental health concerns. I will discuss how these issues come to be, and how walking might help them. First, I will discuss two big problems for young people, which are mental health and physical health. First, I will discuss the big issue of mental health. According to the National Education Association, a majority of college students, around 60%, meet the criteria for at least one mental health concern. That means 60% of you out there are likely dealing with some sort of mental health concern. There may be people out there that say mental health is not a real concern or that people should just suck it up and smile through it. I know firsthand the struggle with mental health, and I know I was not faking it because if I could have just smiled through it and gone through it, I would have. I did not want to be struggling at all. Also, one study found that 5% of students do not finish their education due to psychiatric disorders. An estimated 4.29 million people would have graduated college if it wasn't for experiencing such disorders. I mean, this is a detrimental problem for so many people. The next big concern is physical health. According to a survey of college students in the fall of 2023, it was found that around 34% of students had been diagnosed with a cold or a virus in the last 12 months. Due to this study being college students, it's likely that it directly affects you. You probably have had a cold or virus in the last year, and you weren't able to get to class. And this can be detrimental because missing one class, you're already behind. Some may say they could get through class with a cold or a virus. Although for some viruses, this might be true, there are some that can completely knock you out and you could end up in the hospital. When I was in high school, I got a virus that ended up staying in my system and completely knocking out my immune system, and I ended up being sick on and off for years. So this is a really big concern that can affect us in such insane ways. Now that we have looked at the problems of mental health and physical health, let's consider how lack of exercise causes these issues. So how does lack of exercise affect mental health? According to Katie Fersen, MD, MPST, a naturoplastic physician, when we exercise, the body releases feel-good chemicals directly to our brain. As I previously stated, many of us are struggling with mental health concerns. It's clear that exercising has a huge impact on that. And I know many of us are not exercising. It's extremely difficult to exercise as a college student. And it's clear that it has a large effect on our mental health. Some may say that exercise is not the only thing that affects our mental health. While this is true, it doesn't make a huge impact on it and can actually make a large difference for individuals not exercising. As I stated prior, I struggled with mental health concerns and I was not exercising much of at all during this time. And I think it's likely why it dragged on for so long. I wish I was exercising during that time. So how does lack of exercise affect our physical health? According to Medline Plus, exercise causes changes in antibodies and white blood cells. White blood cells are the body's immune system cells that fight disease. These antibodies, or white blood cells, circulate more rapidly so that they could detect illness earlier than they might have before. I made it clear that many of us are struggling with physical health concerns as well. And this makes it clear that exercise could significantly reduce these issues. Some may say that just because exercising will help catch it earlier doesn't mean we aren't getting sick. Although this may be true, catching it earlier can make it significantly easier to treat before it gets to the point of too sick to do basic things. So if these white blood cells are catching it earlier, you might just be getting a runny nose and a cough. You'll still be able to go to class. You'll still be able to do your daily activities. As I expressed my story of the struggles of ongoing viral infections. I was not exercising at all during this time, and I saw later when I started to exercise the huge difference and impact it made on my health. Now that I have discussed the problems of mental and physical health and how lack of exercise causes these issues, allow me to discuss the solutions. There is one big solution for this issue, and it's taking walks. Taking walks is the best possible solution for both of these issues. And although there are many possible ways to exercise, taking walks is the best one. You can start by taking walks. They don't even need to be daily, just a couple hours a week, and you can walk anywhere you want, to class, to work, to a friend's house. And you're also welcome to walk with anyone you want, your friends, your family, your kids, your pets. Even you could just walk alone and listen to music. And according to the American Psychological Association, about 2.5 hours of brisk walking per week lowered the risk of depression by 25%. I mean, that is an insane amount for just taking a couple simple walks a week. When it comes to physical health, you could simply start by taking 10-minute walks a day, 4 days a week. Again, super simple. And according to Medline Plus, physical activity can help flush bacteria out of your lungs and airways. Again, there are so many benefits to taking walks. And although there are many possible ways to exercise, it is time consuming to go to the gym or go on a jog that you have to take a shower, you're sweaty. Taking walks is fun, it's easy, it doesn't take up much of your time, and it has insane benefits. Now that you are aware of the impact taking walks has on both your mental and physical health, allow me to conclude. You have now been reminded of the issues of mental and physical health problems in college students across the US, how lack of exercise can impact them, and how taking walks can solve the problem. So start taking walks for your mental and physical health, because if you don't, you could end up struggling seriously with these huge issues. It's so easy just to take a couple of walks, and you could change the course of your life. So take a walk for your wellness. And these are the wonderful sources that helped provide me with this important information to you.